All right, welcome back to a fantastic new episode of Snack-ime.
Woo!
I am your hostess with the most ghostists, Garrett J. Jones. And always with me is my much better looking and much more talented co-host, Jenae.
Nah.
Who always looks so darn pretty.
Aw, thank you.
You're welcome. I have to say that, otherwise she will beat me with a stick.
Good thing you're a few states away. I can't.
Say that now.
I don't know. Our area is kind of flooding right now. So,
Flooding? What's that?
right? Yeah, well, you have droughts where you live. So,
Although we did have enough rain a couple of years ago that Tulare Lake reformed and it threatened to flood all of Corcoran.
Oh, geez.
Which, for people who don't know, Corcoran is the area. It's basically a prison farm area. Prison and farm area. There's a lot of that. But Corcoran State Penitentiary is there, and when Robert Downey Jr. was doing his time for his various drug possessions and uses in the 90s, that's where he was housed. I wrote him a letter one time. He did not respond.
Rude.
I know. Is that what we want from our future Iron Man? No communication? Come on, people. Anyway. So yeah, flooding happened. It was good. Almost. So, how you doing? It's been a month.
Doing okay. Tired, but okay. Trying to get all Christmas stuff done. So,
And you were just at a Christmas party.
yes.
How was it?
It was good. It was good to see my husband's family, and the kids had fun too. So,
Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. And was the new baby there?
yes, Charlie was.
How's he doing?
He's doing amazing. He's off of his tube. He just we just found out a couple days ago that he got to try rice cereal. So, and it's funny because one of Matt's cousins had a baby around the same time as my nephew being born, and before that, their older siblings are just a month apart. So we thought that was funny that when they were both pregnant the first time, they were around the same time, and then again the second time. So
Nice. That's always fun. It's always fun. Yeah, we when my ex-wife was pregnant with my son, us and like 2 or 3 other couples were having babies right around the same time, and it was like we all were expecting it at the same time, and we were just within a couple of weeks apart.
oh, how?
Yeah, like my friend Danny and his wife, their oldest son is the same age as my son, and like he was supposed to be born on December 13th, but it ended up coming on December 18th. The 18th was actually my son's due date, and he decided to come 9 days early.
Of course,
because that's my son. And like the other day we were in the car, and I, being a Star Wars fan, naturally I have Star Wars stockings for Christmas. And we're going to be doing Christmas Eve at my parents' house. And I said, hey, which stocking do you want to use this year? Yeah, your choices are Darth Vader, Chewbacca, Yoda, R2-D2. And he sits here and goes, I know, Godzilla.
not an option.
I don't have a Godzilla stocking for you. He goes, you can get one. So I started immediately browsing Amazon, and guess what? Amazon does not have Godzilla stockings.
That's surprising, but
That is incredibly surprising. I checked a few different websites. No Godzilla stockings. I had to special order it from a shop very similar to Etsy without it being Etsy, because Etsy would have been like twice as expensive.
that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Very crazy. So, but it's on its way. It'll hopefully be here before Christmas.
Knock on wood.
Otherwise, I'm going to have a very grumpy 9-year-old. He's 9 now. He's 9.
My daughter's 10, so it's like, ah.
Dude, it's crazy how fast they're growing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what are your snacks today?
What I have is my strawberry flavored ramenade because I'm full from brunch.
What do you guys have at brunch?
There was cinnamon rolls, there was biscuits and gravy, there was like a sausage egg casserole. That's what I had. It was delicious. A big, huge fruit platter. There was a lot of stuff. So I had a cinnamon roll.
You had me at cinnamon rolls and biscuits and gravy.
My husband had the biscuits and gravy. I had the cinnamon roll and the sausage and egg casserole thing.
That sounds very good.
Delicious.
Sounds very, very good.
So I is full. So I'm just drinking. And this actually does taste like strawberries and not the fake strawberry flavor. So very surprised. It even has like
it's more like actual fruit than like say Welch's strawberry soda.
Yeah. It even has that, you know how sometimes you get that aftertaste that when you bite into a strawberry, it even has that taste as the aftertaste.
Yeah, I gotta say the Japanese are really good about imitating food flavors better than anybody else. So cool. Well, I am eating a katsu curry bowl. It's tonkatsu over rice with chicken curry on top. Very delicious, especially for a very cold day like today. It's cold, wet, and foggy. So
that's what we were the last few days. It's actually bright and sunny right now.
Yeah, I haven't seen the sunshine in 3 weeks.
Oh wow! Well, we took it, so
that's okay. You can have it.
But I want snow.
In the summer, we're gonna have nothing but sunshine. And if I could move outside of California, I totally would, because our summers suck.
Yeah, no bueno.
So today, this month on Snack-ime, we are talking. We decided last month that we are going to rank the things that we have watched up through this point. And so we're going to be ranking our watches. Mine's an Apple Watch, so I don't know what you've got, but
I have no watch.
See, mine's automatically better than.
I haven't worn a physical watch in 10 years. Because after not working at Walmart, I didn't need to wear a wristwatch anymore. So
why'd you need to wear a wristwatch at Walmart?
That way I could check the time easier, because you couldn't back in the day you couldn't use your phone to look at for the time. So it was,
and now you need to use it to scan for products.
Yep. Now they can use their phones to scan for products and look for stuff and tell you where things are at. So,
or be bewildered at the fact that they have anything in their store at the time.
Oh, it was getting ridiculous. Some of the stuff that they have locked up here is just silly.
You know what kills me is that like the last time I walked into a Walmart, like I knew where to find something on the shelf because I looked at the store website and it told me exactly what shelf to look for. And I asked an employee, I'm like, can you, like, I stood there around and no one helped me. I had to flag somebody down. I'm like, hey, can you see if you guys have this item in the back? And they look it up and they're like, well, it says we've got it on the shelf. I'm like, you don't, because it does not look like anything that you have currently on the shelf. Match the pictures to what's on the shelf. I'm like, oh, that's weird. And then they had to go and ask someone, do we even have anything in the back? You know what? Just go back and playing your Pokemon Go and get out of the store, please.
Yeah, back when I was an associate, if we were within 2 feet of the customer, we had to acknowledge them somehow, say hello. If they looked like they were confused and needed help, we could ask them for help. If they needed help, and if we didn't know where it was at, we would walk them to the department and find an associate that could help them. So
yeah, there's
and
no
now, like, well, because like, well, men's underwear is locked up.
What?
Up here, men's underwear is locked up, and so they will unlock and they'll like, oh, it's up there at the register, but most of it's self-checkout, and so you don't know where they had put it to tell an associate up there saying, hey, I have something that's up there. Or like if it's something that's locked up and somebody else is busy, they're like, we were just trying to get like a battery or no, it was a light bulb for Matt's truck. And the associate unlocked it for us and gave it to the associate ringing somebody up, and then walked away. But that the associate that was ringing people up was in the middle of a different transaction. So they could have taken that item and walked us to like electronics or another department to ring us up, so we wouldn't have had to wait 5 minutes to get rung up. It was ridiculous.
Dear Walmart customer service, you suck. You are an F tier, according to our ranking right now.
Yeah, and they're like no offense, it's like when we were trained, it was all about speed, customer service and speed. This is like they're like, if you get into a line, they are like the slowest ringer uppers. And they don't talk to you at all. They don't try to make eye contact with you. They don't try to talk to you and acknowledge like, oh, did you find everything okay?
This is why I like Target.
It's just sad. It's like, but like, as I said, like 10 years ago, you had to do all those things, and it's just changed. It's really sad.
Yeah, because it's not about the customer anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Anyway, we're going to be ranking the things that we've watched. And so let me pull that up right now. Add to the stage now.
Bam.
What are you?
Sparkles, flashing lights.
Okay, add to stage. Before presenting a screen, remove other media streams. Oh, yeah, that's what I was doing. I forgot to remove our intro theme.
Oh.
All right, so this is our ranking tier.
Why is Baka Deshou above Kanzen?
Because Kanzen
Baka means idiot, doesn't it? Or stupid.
So here's the ranking. We've got Sugoii Ne at the very top. Then we have Subarashi, which means amazing. Then we have Mamades, which is like, it's just okay. It's kind of meh. Baka Deshou means stupid with exclamation points. And then we have Kanzen ni Kuso, which means total shit.
Okay.
So we'll be moving these around on the tier board here. And they actually start going across here. I did these nice little thumbnails. And then these two at the top are the last two, some of the last two that we did before we had our anniversary episode last month. Mm-hmm. So we've got, let me check my, to make sure I've got everything in order. First up, we have Ranma 1/2. That's the very first episode that we had. Mm-hmm. Then over here, we have The Legend of Vox Machina, which I don't remember. Did we ever review season 3 or did we just do seasons 1 and 2?
Just 1 and 2. We didn't do 3. Yeah.
We're going to have to catch up because now there's the Mighty 9.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to like the Mighty 9. Jester's going to be your new favorite character. I guarantee it.
That's ominous.
Nope, not ominous.
Unless Wilfred Ellis voicing him, I don't know.
No, Jester's a girl. She's a tiefling. and she's fun. It's the same voice actress as Vexalia from Legend of Vox Machina, and it's a very different character for her. Then we have Erased. Then next we have Alien Monday. Then next we have Delicious in Dungeon, followed by Sailor Moon, which I know where you're going to place that one. Followed by Black Rock Shooter Dawnbreaker, or Dawnfall, I'm sorry. Then we've got The Way of the House Husband, followed by Camphor, and then Full Metal Alchemist. Brotherhood, to be specific.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm really curious as to I'm going to let you start the ranking process here. And then I'll give my ranking, and then we'll move them around as possible. All right. So, starting with Ranma, where would you put this one?
I personally would put it as the Mama Des. Like, it's just so-so. It's good entertainment, but it's not like, oh my gosh, I need to watch it again right now. Entertainment.
Okay. All right. And what about Legend of Vox Machina?
Same. It's like, I enjoyed it for what it was, but I'm not like chomping at the bit to like rewatch it right now, kind of a thing.
I see.
But it also is not a real anime, so that's another reason why I put it in the so-so tier.
So if it was actual anime, you'd put it up at least at Subarashi.
Maybe, yeah. If it was an actual anime instead of an American-made cartoon.
Wow. Oh, you're strict. Okay. What about Erased?
Oh, that is Sugoii. That goes, like, I've watched, like, before watching it with you, I had watched it 5 times before that, and since it had come out.
Sugoii
and it
Ne.
came back, and it came out, like, in, like, I'm trying to think if it was 16 or 17.
Okay.
I'm looking it up. So it's like once a year I rewatch. Yeah, it came out in 16, so I've watched it basically like once a year. That's how much I enjoyed it.
For 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's dedication right there. All right. What about Alien Monday?
I'd also put it the Mama because like it creeped me out and almost gave me nightmares. That's not something I want to rewatch again. But it wasn't like stupid. I enjoyed like the animation style and for what it was.
But it gave you nightmares.
Yeah, but it was creepy.
And you don't like that. Okay. All right. What about Delicious in Dungeon?
I would say it's got to be Subarashi because like it had just recently come out, and I've already before watching it with you, I had already watched it 3 times again. So, and the season 2 should be coming out soon. So
cool. Sailor Moon.
It's actually, even though with nostalgia wise, I would put it at Subarashi, not Sugoii.
Right. Putting it at Kanzen Niku. I'm kidding. I would put it there. That's
fine. I understand it's a magical girl anime. Like, that's not everybody's taste. So
I wouldn't do that to you.
Hey, you'll just put on Baka Deshou. because Usagi is a baka.
All right. Black Rock Shooter Dawnfall.
That's at the very bottom. That's a red. Just put it there. It's just horrible. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. It was bad. No recommendation for our love watchers.
All right. All right. What about The Way of the House Husband?
I would say Barachi, because I do enjoy rewatching it because it's hilarious and I can put it on the background too and still know what's going on. I enjoy it more than Ranma, even though I think I enjoy reading Ranma more than watching Ranma is what it is.
That's understandable. All right. Where would you put Camphor?
Also at Kanzen.
Really?
Yeah, I did not enjoy it.
I would have at least put it at Baka, but I'll give my rankings in a little bit.
Well, I think it also if I would want to watch it again, those two in the Kanzen I would not want to watch again unless I had to. If I would watch it again, I would put it in the Baka, but
that makes sense. All right, and finally, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Sugoi. It gets one of the top tiers. It's always good. As far as I know, in the website, my number one anime, I think it's what it's called, the ranking. Mm-hmm. I believe Full Metal Alchemist is number one, and it's been number one for ever since that website has been around. So
that makes sense. Okay, so here's how I'm going to place my ranking. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna start at the bottom. I'm gonna leave Dawnfall right here. It is. I agree with you. It is total Kuso. However, I would move Camphor because at least it's entertaining. I would move it to the Baka Deshou, and the only reason being is because having read the first 2 volumes of the manga, the manga is so much more streamlined than the show was, and I feel like whoever was the showrunner for the anime did not understand just how serious the manga was, and so they turned it into the whole harem girl thing, and it was obnoxious that they did that. But it's still entertaining. The action set pieces are still pretty decent. I just wouldn't go back for a rewatch. Yeah. Let's see here. Ranma, I would agree with you. That it's fun, but this season especially, I know we've only covered the first half of season 2, but Ranma is one of those. He's the title character, and he has so little agency as a character that he makes I'm pretty sure you would find feminists being offended for him. Yeah, because even, it doesn't matter if he's in guy form or girl form. Everybody else is making decisions for him, and he has no say in what happens. It is really irritating. So that I'm gonna leave it there. Yeah. Vox Machina, on the other hand, I know that your grading criteria is based off of "quote unquote" real anime.
It's a good show, but it's not.
Because I'm a fan of Dungeons and Dragons, I love fantasy. I'm actually going to put it up here at the Sugoii Ne level, just because of how fun it is.
Well, and you've watched it several times too. So, if you watched it a lot of times, it goes. I consider it going. Of course, I've played the House Husband a lot, but I'm not going to put it in the Sugoii tier.
Well, I've only watched through it twice.
Oh, okay.
But I've watched through it enough times to know how things play out, and I've enjoyed it. I'm actually looking very much forward to the 4th season when it comes out. And I'm not sure if it's supposed to come out later this year or the start of next year. Well, actually, at this point, later this year doesn't really count because later this year is next year. Yeah, we're almost done. So yeah, I will keep I will keep Alien Monday on the Mama Des level. And while I enjoyed it and I do love the franchise, like 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 you said, there's some quality elements in the animation that feel a little weak, and it's not as strong as it could be.
Mhm.
But the storytelling is pretty good. The visuals are pretty nice, and I gotta say the detail that's used in the environments is spot on, even though it was drawn by one guy over 8 years.
Yeah.
So let's see. Delicious in Dungeon.
I'm assuming you're either going to drop it to Mama or Baka. It gets better. We only watched 6 episodes. It gets better. There becomes more of a storyline just besides just eating monsters.
Yeah, I get that. You keep telling me this, but like it felt like a weird fever dream to the point where like I feel like most of what's going on is just that they're eating all this stuff and it's like making them hallucinate. It's like this is why you don't eat things.
There is an episode where it's Ofu. I can't remember what the monster is, but it's not a changeling and it's not a mimic. It's something else. And so there was like at this one episode, there's like 3 extras of each character, and so they're trying to whittle down who's the real one. And some of the details on certain ones are hilarious. I think you would enjoy that one.
Of course, there's a doppelganger episode.
Yeah, it's funny. But I'm trying to remember if they call it a doppelganger monster or if it's something else. I can't remember now.
I am gonna leave it at Subarashi, and despite my feelings about it, and the reason being is because like the characters are fairly well developed. And the animation is really solid. I really enjoyed it. Characters are a little cookie cutter, but the development that they go through is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So despite my feelings about the plot and everything, I did think it's worth being up there on the upper levels. You're gonna hate me for this.
Oh.
But I'm actually going to place Sailor Moon, as much of a classic as it is, right here on the Mama Des tier. And the reason being is because I just like it was really weird and really goofy. And like for me, it's like
there's a lot of episodes is the problem. And like, well, then the second thing is, it's like I wouldn't want you to watch the first couple seasons of Sailor Moon Crystal because the animation sucks. It's like horrible. It's like 3D bullpucky. It's gross. They fixed it in season 3 and season 4 and then with the movies.
Okay.
But it follows the manga to a T, and so there's no filler episodes in Sailor Moon Crystal.
Gotcha.
But see, Sailor Moon as a whole, there's lots of filler episodes because they had a bad guy a week. So
okay. Well, I mean,
a lot.
I think part of the thing that really annoyed me is that, like, I mean, I didn't get to see many of the other sailors because it was all just Sailor Moon oriented. But like, the thing I thought was really irritating is like this is supposed to be a 14-year-old girl and she's acting like she's dealing with like 24-year-old woman problems.
Yeah.
And it's like at no point should she worry about being too skinny. At no point should she worry about half the things that she had to deal with in those first 10 episodes. And it's like, who's putting this kind of pressure on her? I mean, and then I have to go back and be like, oh yeah, it's Japanese culture, but still she's a teenager. And
what was nice about the original dub when they didn't do the original names is they kind of did what like He-Man and Transformers and G.I. Joe had at the end, where they had like a moral of the story, and they're like, remember in the episode when this happened, but like with when you said about the weight and stuff, they would say it's not okay. It's you need to eat healthy, and if you feel like how you were feeling that Serena did in the episode, then you need to talk to a parent or a doctor and blah blah blah. So
yeah.
So I liked that.
Yeah.
But they don't when they redubbed it, they took that out. Because it wasn't the original.
Yeah.
Or the original anime and stuff. And they changed all the voices, which bugged the heck out of me. And so that's why I only watch it in the Japanese voices now.
Tell us how you really feel.
Hey, there was a study that there was a lady that was part of the producers of Clifford, and when John Ritter passed away, they canceled Clifford because he was the voice of Clifford, because studies show that kids have a hard time with a change in a voice like that. So that's why they canceled Clifford and then made Clifford Puppy Days with a different voice, because he's a puppy, so he's going to have a different voice. Because they didn't want to traumatize the kids into trying to learn a new voice.
That makes sense.
So it's like that really speaks to me. And then when I found when I saw Sailor Moon back on Hulu, I was like, yay! And then there was episodes that were originally never aired. I was like, oh, interesting. And then when I listened, they redubbed it. And then, of course, I understand putting the original names back, the Japanese names. I get it. But like, but the voices, I felt the voices that they picked didn't match the characters. And Sailor Moon, Sailor Mars, and Sailor Mercury's voices all sounded too similar in the new dub compared to the old one. And so I was just like, nope, I can't handle it, because if I was just putting it on just as background noise, I didn't know who was talking because they all sounded the same.
Yeah.
Even though I know the story by heart, I'm like, wait a minute, who's talking right now? And then I'd have to pay attention to the show.
Yeah. So that brings me neatly, I've got two more shows to talk about.
Mm.
It brings me neatly to The Way of the House Husband, aka Harry Poppins.
I would assume you're going to put it down to Baka.
I am. And the reason being is because it is just absolutely frenetic and insane. And like, I still, like, I have, since I got my cat, I have had at least 3 flashbacks to the one little segment of the episode where the cat is walking around looking for a bathroom.
Yes.
And like, there's
you can't poop there. Poop in here.
So many cat anuses in this episode, and I don't want to be looking at that. One time when the detail-oriented art of anime is its own worst enemy. I don't need to see cat anuses in detail. I already have a cat that tries to show me his anus. I don't need to see that. Careful, Jenae. You might laugh yourself silly.
That is so funny.
Yeah, that's hilarious. And then, of course, with Erased, I am right there with you. It is Sugoii. Like, the theme song alone has me locked in.
I wish there was more, but I understand that there's not really much else like to go on.
See, this is the thing that I like about the show, is that it is really good. It like, the storytelling is really tight, it's really concise, and they're able to wrap it up in 12 episodes.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of anime, as you mentioned when we were talking about Sailor Moon, is that there's a lot of episodes. There's a lot of content to get through, and a lot of it's filler.
Yeah.
And like, the showrunners of Erased did not allow themselves to have filler. They told a very, very well executed story from beginning to end, and I'm here for it.
That's always one of my number ones to recommend to anybody that's getting into anime and that likes thrillers.
Mm-hmm.
It's that one. It's always, you need to watch Erased. Do you have this. Do you have this? You will need to watch Race. It's really good.
And it's on Crunchyroll too, right?
It's on Crunchyroll and it's also on Disney/Hulu. So
yeah. I'm gonna have to recommend it to a friend of mine whose daughter is getting into anime, and she's watching My Hero Academia and like one or two others, and I recommended Sailor Moon for her, and she said that her daughter said that Sailor Moon is just old.
Well, then Crystal would be the way to go, but
yeah.
Or they just don't want to sit down and watch 500 episodes, or how many? I can't remember how many episodes the original.
Well, her daughter's 9 and has ADHD, so.
Oh well, personally, hold on.
Oh, and before you get to that thought, last but not least, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I like it. I very much enjoy it, but I'm putting it at the Super Rashi tier because it is amazing. But one episode with the chimeras just freaked me the hell out.
The one lucky thing about Brotherhood is they don't really go back to the chimeras again, but in the original Full Metal, Tucker is still alive and trying to bring back Nina, and so he makes like little Nina chimera shells to try to
as a housing to separate her spirit.
Yeah, and there's no spirit. It just looks like a little chimera doll thing, and it's really creepy. He turns himself into a chimera too. And so it's creepy looking there. But that part I'm glad that Brotherhood didn't have. So because that's like one of the most he's like one of the most hated anime characters ever.
Yep. So it looks like where we matched up. You and I were both in sync on Erased.
Mm-hmm.
We were both in sync on Delicious in Dungeon, Ranma, Alien Monday, and Dawnfall.
Mm-hmm.
So that means I'm going to duplicate that. Hold on. Move this one here.
You can put them in the middle.
Hold on.
The ones that we've tied.
I'm matching up the ones where we were in agreement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now this is where we are in full, complete alignment.
Uh-huh.
It's split 50-50. Now.
No, wait. Let's say, well, like, how many animes were my picks compared to your picks that we agreed upon, though? Like that I chose to watch, that you chose to watch, that are on the board that we're all in agreement on.
Okay, so let me split them up. So this one is yours.
Mm.
This one is yours.
Mm.
This one is yours because that's Full Metal. These two are mine. Okay. And then you recommended Erased. You recommended Delicious in Dungeon. We both agreed on Ranma.
Okay.
I recommended Alien, and you recommended I recommended Dawnfall.
So we're pretty even on the board there too.
Yeah, we're pretty even on the board there because Ranma doesn't really count because it's kind of our neutral starting point.
Yeah.
Because that was one where we both agreed that's where we want to start because we're both fans of the anime.
Yeah.
So how do we want to play this now?
We could always go they can go in the middle with the ones that we don't agree upon completely, where it's not like a Baka, but it's not a Kanzu. It's like in between, or a Mama and Baka. It's in between. If we're gonna go that.
How would you feel about Vox Machina being right here? Between Subarashi and Sugoii?
I could live with that. I don't think it should be that high, but I could live with it.
Wow.
I'd say more Mama Subarashi, but that's because it's not an anime.
You.
I will stand on my hill and I will fight it. It's just like the new Voltron was in an anime, and Avatar: The Last Airbender is not an anime. It's just an American cartoon.
See my eye? It's twitching.
Airbender is not a great American cartoon. To me, it's not. Other people love it. I don't like it.
Oh!
The animation, I can't.
How very dare you? Insert Bluey meme here.
Yeah, but it's also, I don't like the animation style. So
I'm now going to shave my head. I'm going to get an arrow tattoo on my forehead, and I will end you.
I promise Shaw I watched at least one season. I watched one season, and then he's like, "Oh, you'll like it after you watch the first season." I was like, "Nope, I did not want to continue after watching season. I had to watch season one a couple episodes several times because I fell asleep of how bored I was."
Watch season 2. One of the most powerful episodes is in season 2.
Nope.
It's called Tales of Bossing Say.
My brain cannot handle that animation style because I don't like it. It's gross.
Curse you, Perry the Platypus. Curse you.
You're gonna say it in the voice.
Curse you, Perry the Platypus.
Now take over the Tri-State area.
I don't want to go over the Tri-State area. I don't want to take it over because California is already large enough as it is. All right. Now, Full Metal Alchemist. How would you feel about it being tiered here?
It's fine. I'll be okay with that. I don't agree, but it's better than it going down further.
And Camphor?
I'll give it in between Baka and Kanzen.
Okay.
I'm not rewatching it.
Okay. And then let's see here. Where would you think, what in-between zone would you place Sailor Moon?
Because you put it at Baka, right?
Hold on, let me check.
Right?
No, I put it at Mama.
I put it at Mama.
And you had it at Sugoii.
I did not have it at Sugoii.
Oh, you didn't. You did not.
Sabarashi. I had it at Sabarashi.
Okay.
It can be in between Mama and Sabarashi. That's okay.
Okay. There we go.
But I'm actually surprised by you saying that your friend's child is 9 and is watching My Hero, because I'm really strict on what anime I'm letting my daughter watch, and I feel that she shouldn't watch My Hero until she's at least 12 or 13 because I believe it's like a 14-16 rating for an anime. So
yeah.
Same with Sailor Moon. I'm not gonna have her she watched a few episodes with me when she was really young, but if she wants to rewatch it, I'm not probably gonna let her watch it until she's 12 or 13.
That makes sense.
So
okay, finally, Way of the House Husband.
Because you had
Way of the House Husband at Subarashi. I had it at Baka.
I'd say at least putting it in Mama. That's in the middle.
Yeah, okay.
Or it can be in the middle between Mama and Baka if you want to go that far.
That's fair. That's a fair balance. That's a fair balance. That's a fair balance because we were in alignment with these 5 here, and these 5 we were not as in agreement on. So, yeah. Okay. Well,
we did it.
We did it. We have tiered our first year of anime watches. It's kind of funny. Like we did 12 episodes in our first year, and we only watched 10 shows.
Right. Well, it's because we cut up a few seasons of things. So
yeah, we did. Because we broke up Ranma one half into two halves as far as the first season was concerned, and then we only watched the first and second seasons of Legend of Vox Machina, which I think we should watch season 3 here soon, because it gets really good in season 3. We got way more dragons.
Dragons are always cool.
Dragons are always cool, and here's the best part. It is one of the last performances given by Lance Reddick as the lead of the Chroma Conclave, because he passed away this last year. And it was and he does a really good job voicing this particular dragon. So yeah, and there is more Will Friedle in season 3. So, but I definitely need to get you watching The Mighty Nine. You're gonna like it. You're very much gonna like it. And there's guest appearances by Mark Strong, Ming-Na Wen, who else? Alan Cumming, and I don't remember who else. But like the season's almost done. Like there's like 2 more episodes of the season before it wraps up. So it's worth checking out. So cool. This was our final ending. We started here with Jenae's selection, very clustered towards the top, with the exception of the 2 things that I liked or recommended, and then this one was a little bit more even, I think, and this is probably the most balanced, where we agree
to disagree.
I
wonder if we
agreed.
I wonder if like we go back, because we didn't watch all of certain seasons. So we didn't watch all of Full Metal. We didn't watch all of Sailor Moon, which unfortunately Sailor Moon's 200 episodes total for the whole series.
Yeah, we also didn't watch all of Delicious in Dungeon.
All Delicious in Dungeon. So I wonder if we did go back through and finish at least some of them within an extent, the series or the seasons, and if our rankings would change, or at least your ranking would change with some things. Because Full Metal, I've seen it before a million times, so my ranking would still be at Sugoii.
I think we should do some homework.
Yeah.
And but we'll save that for another episode.
Yeah.
We'll come back to this. Next week we are going to be jumping back into some Ranma one half. We're going to be covering because the Saturday before Christmas is the season 2 finale. And so we will be covering that during the month of January. We will open the new year with that episode, and then we will continue on doing some awesome stuff. And I think in our next episode, what we should do is, by that point, we'll have had exposure to enough characters. We should do another tier ranking of the characters in Ranma. Not necessarily Ranma as a character, but like all the other characters in Ranma's orbit.
A lot of them are probably going to go into Kanzen.
Probably. I think most of the characters will be total shit.
We'll probably have flat out arguments over like certain ones, but like, no, it can't be. It is clearly Mama, not Subarashi.
Let's be honest, Dr. Tofu is not Subarashi. Especially with a name like Tofu.
I would never put him there. He's just such a such a D class, maybe even E class character. He does not bring anything to the table. Even in the manga, they don't really bring him much onto the table.
No, they don't. Like he shows up very little. Awesome. Well, hey, how are people able to find you, Jenae? How can they connect with you?
They can find me on Instagram at JELXNB, and also on the Geek Gauntlet on Saturdays at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Right now on Instagram, I'm doing a one-a-day art challenge where I draw one thing once a day that is Sailor Moon themed, and the year is almost done. So my second book is not going to be completely full, but it is filling up. So, you're muted.
Sorry. What I was saying is that some of the stuff you've been doing lately in the last couple of weeks have been really good.
Thank you.
I've been really impressed with it.
I found some amazing reference photos.
And you've actually been, like, I can see there's been additional improvement in how you've been responding to those references, and it's been excellent. So yeah, as for me, you guys can connect with me on Instagram and X at GKJ_publishing, where I talk about my books. I talk about my show The Right Way on YouTube. Just search for GKJ Publishing. You'll find my show. We talk book recommendations, author interviews, and creator writing tips. And so this episode right now is dropping on Friday. So tomorrow, the 20th of December, I have a brand new episode of my show The Right Way, where I have a couple of new guests, and actually technically a returning guest, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So with that being said, you can connect with us on Feast of Fandoms. There's a whole bunch of other shows there, including MCU Mondays, Captain Logs and Lightsabers, War of the Stars, which is another one of the shows that I do, Cantina Happy Hour, of course, Snack-ime, the best show on the network, and then, of course, the Geek Gauntlet, which is a lot of fun because in that show, Jenae will frequently get a little sauced. Not so much tossed, just sauced. Her Pepsi and vodka is her trademark.
This is true.
Have you tried it with cherry Pepsi?
I don't like cherry Pepsi.
How are we friends?
I don't know.
You tried it with Dr. Pepper.
I don't like Dr. Pepper.
You're killing me, Smalls.
That's a movie I've actually watched.
You know, I use that when my son gives me grief. I use that, and you know what his response is? Without missing a beat, you're killing me, Biggs. I love my kid. Despite the autism, he understands sarcasm. All right. Well, until next week, or next month, I should say, keep on watching your anime, keep on eating your snacks, drinking your ramen if you've got it, and we will be back. Hold on. I need to find that. And we will be back, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be Subarashi. Until next time.
Bye.